I ain't going until the world stop moving.
Y'all in the over the trench right now. I don't even really know what y'all doing down here right now. Cooper Road, y'all ain't know this. The Cooper Road.
King Road right here, man. Tell them what it is, man.
I used to rap, but now I'm back a full-time ass spanker. I lay belt the ass for real. I ain't on no pretty shit today or none of that. I'm trying to catch something for real.
Well, how do you feel about that? You've never been down Hoover Street, but you claim 5 Deuce Hoover.
Because I didn't get my cripping from Cat. It's a different mess. I didn't get my cripping from Cat. I got my cripping from Shreveport, Louisiana. Lil Rank, yeah. Shout out to R.I.P. to the Rank. And shout out to the niggas on Cooper Road, man. A lot of these niggas around right here, they throw up they 5 Deuce like these. That's why I give it the grand. That's 5 Deuce. That's the 5 Deuce. You go to Houston, that's how you throw 5 Deuce. Down there, we throw it like this.
Hey, bro. Hey, how y'all throw a Cooper Road?
A Cooper Road like that. That's Cooper Road down here.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It's a lot of niggas in Houston that be throwing up that's Hoover.
Yeah, a lot of niggas down through
this Hoover,
To us, this Hoover.
It's Hoover.
But we say Cooper Road. We from Cooper Road, Shreveport. That's our Cooper Road sign.
Yeah, it's our Cooper Road sign.
Down here and shit. That's our Cooper Road sign. When they know about Hoover down here, they're gonna see us hit the finger. They're gonna see us hit the death. We ain't gonna say Hoover. We don't do that. Now they might do it in Fort Worth and Dallas, whatever. You know, that's them. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. So to me, that's 5 Deuce. But to us, that's just Cooper Road. It's 5 Deuce to us.
When niggas see this store like this, they looking at this, they say that's the 5 and that's the 2. Yeah, right. That is 9, nigga, that's the C and that's the R. That stands for Cooper Road. Cooper and the R in the background, you silly. All day long, you got the C in the front and you got the big R in the back. That stands for Cooper Road. That's where we got our cripping from, out Cooper Road. That's why it look like that. That's our 5 Deuce. You're
From 1940 through 1970 marked a period in time known as the second wave of the Great Migration.
Everybody in LA family came from the country, bro. All of our roots is down south. Because we migrated from down south to California.
What made your family leave from Texas to California?
Well, I think my mom was looking for a better life for us, you know. I could only imagine if we'd have stayed in Texas where I probably would have been, you know, with some of the racist stuff that we experienced, you know, being in Texas. I experienced black and white bathrooms in Texas.
So you actually seen Jim Crow when you was in Texas?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Despite our best efforts, illegal cocaine is coming into our country at alarming levels, and 4 to 5 million people regularly use it.
During the drug trade of the 1980s, descendants of the Great Migration would often go visit family members in the Deep South with hopes of selling their drugs for the high, whereas they were cheaper in California.
You gotta remember, bro, I'm from the freeway rent era. It was a lot of money. There was so many people making money, bro, in the vicinity of Hoover. The motherfuckers had to find alternate routes to go get money, bro. Motherfuckers wasn't going out of town to try to lay down no gang shit. Motherfuckers was out of town trying to get money. And in the commission of getting money, niggas out of state start identifying with LA gangs.
You know, first it started going 20 miles outside of LA, then it goes to Riverside, and then it goes to San Bernardino, and eventually people start talking about people they had out of state. And, you know, I got a lot of family out of state. You know, my family's in Tyler. I called and put them on because you start to realize that cocaine has more value outside of California than it did inside of California.
In 1986, a man by the name of Hoover Sam and many of his siblings came to Shreveport, Louisiana. This is the story of the 5 Deuce Hoover gangster Cripz of Shreveport, Louisiana. Cooper Road to be exact. And the first 5 Deuce Hoover gangster Cripz set outside of Los Angeles. Arguably the first Hoover set to spread across the country. Shreveport, Louisiana, Cooper Road to be exact. You know what I'm saying? Let them know who we got behind the camera.
I'm OG Doughboy, one of the originals. This is my spot. It started from here too. Went on around the corner. But when I leave here, I'm gonna take you out to the spot where it started from. This is where it originated from. and she go from there.
When you say it, you talking about the Hoovers?
The Hoovers.
Five Deuce.
Five Deuce.
Yeah.
HGC.
HGC, Hoover Gangster Crip.
Hoover Gangsters.
How long has Shreveport been like Hoover Gangster Crip?
Since 82.
82.
It's 82.
82. How long has it been? And I don't even mean to ask this question, but like it's been HGC. Has it ever been HCG?
Nah, we the only Hoover Gangsters here in Shreveport. The only ones in the whole world.
Right.
In Shreveport, period. We the only ones. Five Deuce Hoover Gangster Crip. Right. Ain't no CG, ain't none of that going on.
And I only asked that because it's been a controversy from some of the homies from Fort Worth who I've also interviewed in my Murder Worth documentary.
Okay.
And they pay a lot of homage and respect to Shreveport. They say they got they crippin' from Shreveport. But they say he brought HCG, Hoover Crip Gang.
Ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing. And the Hoover Crip Gang ain't never been here. There's always been Five Deuce HGC. Always tatted. You know what I'm saying? Five Deuce. Okay. So, I don't know where the HCG come from. Not here. Whoever brought it up there, they must misconstrue their words or their letters. But I always been HGC.
Right. So, like, how, if you don't mind me asking, like, how did it start? Who brought it? Like, how did it come to Shreveport, Louisiana? Because we're in Louisiana. Like, this is real, like, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look, you see the trees, you see the, you know what I'm saying, the country. You know what I'm saying? You see the boats, too. You see the water. You know what I'm saying? This is, like, Louisiana vibe. So, how did, assuming that started all the way miles and miles and miles away, come to Shreveport, Louisiana?
The triple OG Sam. You know what I'm saying? And brothers came down here, made it a land. The house we going to, that's where we landed at. So when they landed there, that's where it come from.
Okay. Sure, let's go to the house.
Let's go.
This the origins of Hoover and
Shreveport. Yeah.
Yeah.
This the base of everything. Everything had to come from here.
Right. So how was it back then? You know what I'm saying? Like, how old were y'all?
Oh, we was young. We were fresh out of elementary.
Fresh out of elementary, so like you talking 6th grade?
Yeah, 6th grade, 5th, 6th grade.
5th, 6th grade.
Coming up banging.
Coming up banging. So how did it happen here though? Like, what's significant about this house? Like, who stayed here? What was going on? Like, how did it? You know what I'm saying? Because you were in 6th grade, that's like a school kid.
It's just like when they came from LA, it where they parked it at.
Right.
It's the hood. So we all migrated it.
I was told while I was doing my history and research on gangs in Texas via Fort Worth that the colors that they bang, the Five Deuces out there, is blue and gold.
Blue and gold? Who banged that?
In Hoover and Fort Worth.
Blue and gold, them 60 colors.
Like rolling 60 colors?
Yeah, Hoover don't wear that. Hoover blue and orange, baby.
Right.
Or orange, straight orange, like the Crims. You know what I'm saying? You got the criminals. They wear straight orange. They don't wear blue at all.
Right.
We adopted the orange from the H. You know what I'm saying? We wear blue. I Crip. You know what I'm saying? I Crip. I have my flag every day. Right. So all the extra, I don't know about all that. That's something new to me.
Well, it was told to me that it was to pay homage to where it started at, and the gold was like a Shreveport color.
Hello, y'all. Welcome to Bam Bam Raw TV. I'm Bam Bam, aka the 411 Giant. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you know when my next video coming out. On this episode right now, we doing a reaction video that my homies sent me a video, a real Toon TV, and they interviewing the Hoover Cripz on Cooper Road. And the Hoover Cripz on the Cooper Road are located in Shreveport, Louisiana. Shreveport, Louisiana is where I was born and raised. So that's why men from all the different places, other cities, was sending it to me. Like, man, check this out. This died here with you. And I looked it up and I seen it, and I was a lot of things that I knew already, understood, and there's some things that the few people on there in Texas got it misunderstood. But I go on with the story and with my reaction video, because this is what the people ask for, and this is what I'm gonna give. Now, I observed the video and I listened to it, and I recognize some men's on there, especially OGs. I sit there and much respect to them, and I hear they tell their story. I remember an OG, triple OG, Sam, and Sam come down there. Personally know Sam. I remember with Timmy, when Hoover Timmy come down there, Hoover Sam come down there. I remember Hoover Amp, when Hoover Amp, and I mean, maybe 5 deuces going on. I had some, actually, the bottom, we had some homeboys that was 5 deuces. But anyway, as when the 5 deuce Hoovers came down here, and they went on the Cooper Road. It was also up on the Cooper Road. You had the 60 come up there. Yodi, my cousin, Rothschild, and some others, they were 60s. Now, when 60s and Cooper Road is its own principality, it's like the bottom. It used to actually be outside of the city limit until it was annexed into the city limit. So when it was outside the city limit, they developed everything that they need there. They didn't have to come into town for nothing. And they didn't have to come in town for nothing. But when Cooper Road was outside the city limit, then still that, the gang that they had up there that they created was the 22 gang. Carl Pratt, Keith, Boo, all them, it was 22 gang. We personally know that because we had a run-in with them till we realized, oh man, some of them dudes come from here, so it's interchangeable, like Shreveport is. It's interchangeable. So when Charles Ray, all them, so when we had that incident with them at the Y, that's when we came together and found out who they was, because at that time we was going out the bottom, we was the Reapers. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no Cripz and stuff down here in gangbang. We was the Reapers, and they was the 22 gangs. So anyway, that being said, that pre-existed all this about the Cripz. Cooper Road is the largest MLK area in America. If you look that up, Martin Luther King area is the largest all-black MLK area in America, and it was last time I read. So now, the Hoover Cripz and the 60 Cripz, they up there banging. They banging hard. I got cousins that's 60s. I got friends that's 60s. I got friends that's Hoovers. I got, and it's back and forth. So they going hard. I mean, they shooting each other like fish in a barrel, because the Cooper Road is so small, but yet still it's so many loops and turns. I can't get it. I can't tell it better than they can, but I'm telling you, there's so many. So they always right in front of each other. There was no way to really just get away from each other. So they had to bang it out. One ride, they ride up on this one this day, boom, they bang it out. Come back, ride up and they bang it out. They both going toe to toe. The 60s and the Hoover, they putting it down. I mean, thankfully, listening to that video and everything, there's a mutual respect now. They understand what we believe in. You got a right to be whatever you want to be, as long as you respect my right to be who I am. No disrespect. A dude said that on there. Don't disrespect me, I ain't gonna disrespect yours. You disrespect mine, I'm gonna disrespect yours. And we gonna ride to kill my dog, I kill your cat. So, and I see that, and I heard that, and like I said again, I respect the fact that they have come together and been able to resolve stuff going on. Because like I said, I had Yodi on this side, I had my family, people on this side, and I personally knew them on another level because, like I said, we had business. I had business with Lil Bam, Hoover Bam. Me and Hoover Bam we got pretty cool. Me and most of them got kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Because they used to come and hang out. They had a spot in Allendale and everything. And, the Cripz came down there, and not to take away from that story, when the Cripz came down there, the Cripz and the gang members come down there. You had dudes getting a bag of dope and slanging it out the club, or slanging it from the house, but it was like a one individual and he was the man you had to go to. But when California brought all this cheap dope down here and put it in the people's hand and put it in the gang's hands who's out on the street, they took the dope out of that solitary dude's hand and they put the dope in the hands of the streets. So now the dope is out there on the streets. And you ain't got to just go wait till this dude open his door or wait till this club open or wait till this here happening here to get your dope. It was always out there. If you seen dudes on the street, the dope was on the street with them. So now that changed the whole aspect of that. That speeded up and they made money, but the people down here made money too. So as I say about that, and it goes on, I remember when they went to Hoover, I went to Hoover's when they went to in Texas. I even know some of them lost their life up there in Texas and everything, because everything get back down to Shreveport. So, and they integrated and they hollered at some homeboys up there and everything. But also some of the people that we know, some of our people went up there. And that's why I see, well, when the dude on the Cooper Road, he didn't know. Now, them, all of them would have known what he was saying when he said AGC. And they would have knew the colors. Now, I'm surprised Barry ain't told him, because Barry should definitely know. Yeah, Barry used to come down our way, and Barry's actually cousin to my coach family. So anyway, the people saying, how they AGC? It's not HAGC. Somebody that went up there, and something been heard wrong and something got wrong. What they have up there, the colors they wear, who they represent, I'm going to tell you who. When we was down in the bottom, they had a group. Came from California. There wasn't but a few of them. They was about their business. And they actually asked the dude, said, what the roughest spot it is in Shreveport? What they doing it like that at? And they said, well, shit, basically they did say the bottom of the Cooper Road, man. Them dudes said, boom, boom, boom. Dude came down there in the bottom. I met the dude. I met Mark. I didn't meet Mark till I got out of penitentiary in 89. When I got out in 89, my sons, some of my dudes, introduced me to him. When they introduced me to him, he told me who he was. And they are the ones who brought the double up to Shreveport, Louisiana. Well, nobody doing double up in Shreveport, Louisiana before the AGCs come here. The AGC's colors is green and gold. They Avalon Gangsters Cripz. 5-tray Avalon Gangster Cripz. And that's the color we were banging. Not all the bottom, but me and my few dudes, me and my dudes that we exclusively, we was banging with them. They showed us love. We got down with them. We was putting a double up out down with them. We was in a situation, we deal with it. We was banging it with it. And that's that color. Gold. And our crest in our head is the athletic A's, the A's. I got a hat over there. But that's what it is. See, bottom boy, just like Cooper Road can be Hoover. Cooper Road can be 62. Bottom boys can fool with who they want to fool with. Bottom boys can fool with Hoover, they can fool with Bloods, fool with whoever you want to fool with, because the bottom is where we live. We didn't choose that. We live there and we love that and we'll die for that. And back then we were killed for that. When we was in that life. Thank God I'm not in that life no more. But when I was in it, I lived it to the full. And when I met the 5-tray Avalon, me and my set of people, we was banging Avalon. We was banging Avalon, and we had marked them back 100% while they was down here. They started slanging the double up. They made sure we was all right. We made sure they was all right. Unfortunately, he had to leave and go to another place for putting in work. But the thing is, they were solid. That's what the AGC, some of our people went to Texas too. And some people somehow then got that looked up. If you ask anybody from California who do know about the Avalon Gangster Cripz, or if you go look them up, you'll see AGC, Avalon Gangster Cripz, 5-tray Avalon. That's That's what we was banking. And now they colors again is Avalon green and gold. Now we wear that they drape out in blue too. They drape out in blue, but that's their primary colors. Or you can put blue and gold, or you can mix it up like that. You can put some green. Put some blue and gold. You can put a little green with some blue. They have a whole blue Dickie suit on with a green bandana on it, or a green banging a green bandana in your back pocket. Look up and research that and see. This I can tell you I know. I got the pictures. I got pictures of the dude. I got the picture. I actually went to jail when I got to prison. I met one that I told somebody, yeah, man. I said, yeah, I used to kick it with the Avalon, bang with the Avalon against the Cripz down my way. They said, huh? Man, Jimbo, what did he want? He what? His name was Jimbo too. He go there and tell the dude, hey man, this dude, I tell the dude who I was. He dude blew me off. Yeah, all right, okay, man, boom. Okay, cool. So now he must have went and made a phone call 2-3 days later. He running at me on the yard. Hey, let me holler at you. What's up, cuz? Man, yeah, you bam out of the street, boy. Yeah, man, my big homie, Mark, man, he said, man, you ain't showed him nothing but love, man. He said, yeah, you fuck for real, man. You fuck up, man. You have a long going on. So I tell him, I hear that, man, but ain't no motherfucker she have to tell you about me. And I ain't fool with him. No time on that yard. You stay over here, I'm stay over here. You understand? Because there ain't gonna be no sucker for now swinging dick. So I had love for them. They showed me love. If you can't show me that same love, then you step away. You move around. And again, also to add to this story, I knew Lil Bam, Hoover Bam, solid man, loved it, had much love for the brother, and much respect, as I did for some of the other Hoover. But me and him, I guess because our namesake, we had a little bond like that. And I grieved and rest in peace when we lost him. But I was maybe fortunate enough or unfortunate enough to have Hoover Bam, the big Bam, came to Leavenworth. And he was banging that Hoover Bam, man, this Hoover Big Bam, very well respected. I said, man, I wonder if that the same. And I said, nah, yeah. So happened, Destiny put me and him in the cell together. We both in the hole. We in the cell slanging cigarettes. Both our people getting a package over there. So I come kick it to him. I said, because I don't be wanting to tell dudes about who was in Shreveport or who I know in Shreveport that was cripping, because a lot of them don't be wanting to respect that. And I don't want to get off to no bad start with them, because once they get on my bad side, ain't no getting back on the other side no more. We in jail now. We too close together for that. So anyway, I tell Hoover Bam, I say, man, we had a Hoover Bam down there, man. Man, unfortunately, solid dude, man. Unfortunately, he got killed down there. He said, down where? I said, Shreveport. He said, that was my little Bam. I said, that was he said, yeah, he called his real name. So yeah, he was running from a cage. That's why he was down there. They were looking for him for, I think it was a shootout or a teenager or somebody got killed or whatever. But he like, yeah, man. He said, man, I ain't seen him, man. I ain't seen him since he was, a little one, blah, blah, blah. Man, so when I told him, so what I did was I got in contact with a girl that I knew named Mika. That I remember she used to go with him. So I asked her, did she have any pictures of him that she could send me? And she actually sent me some pictures, and I gave them to Big Bam, Hoover Bam. And he was so glad to get those pictures and everything. And me and him kicked it tight in the cell. We kicked it in the safe. A dude used to call down there, that dude who used to buy cigarettes from me, like, hey, Lil Bam, you got some cigarettes, Big Bam, you got some cigarettes, like that. So Hoover Bam, I always say, well, who you talking to, man? Who you talking to? Man, I'm talking to Lil Bam. He said, I'm the youngest Bam. He said, yeah, but I'm talking, he said, man, he said, I tell you what, just call us Hoover Bam and Bottom Bam. So yeah, well, that was my dude, man, and he was a good, solid dude. But that's the story. And the two things in that is the AGCs. Look up what I'm telling y'all on this here. And that's gonna clear up that confrontation that y'all having, or that situation y'all having, that they think that Hoover's wear green and gold. I'm giving it to you straight. I'm giving it to you based on what I know and what I live. So peace out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you know my next video coming out. All right, we're coming at you with the means of murder. Be ready for that thing going on. Peace.
Cuz goddamn me pull up, you know what I'm saying, at the Cadillac there, you know what I'm saying, with the lights off, all that, you know what I'm saying, just fucking with us, you know what I'm saying. This before I was on though, you know what I'm saying, and pull up with the 5 dudes hanging out, you know, what the LA Kings had with the little rank on the side. It's the first day I ran into him, you know what I'm saying, that's how we met. And he's from LA. He was born in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? But he got ties, you know what I'm saying? You know, Big Will, OG Will from up there in the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he, cuz from Louisiana, but you know what I'm saying?
Shreveport, Louisiana. My homie come back to the murder, Fort Worth, Texas. Presented us to the 5 Cripz living. Dig what I'm saying? He was a little homie when he presented the cripping to us. We were teens, 14, 15 years old. We didn't have a big homie to come to our town, to our city, and lace our chucks up. So we didn't have that. We had a homie who was adopted as a Hoover baby gangster in Shreveport, Louisiana.
There's a whole area called Hooverland, right there on the south side.
Okay.
On the bottom in Fort Worth.
Okay.
And they say they got it from a little homie at the time, because he was like 17, I believe, named Lil Rank. And Lil Rank is from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah.
So one of the things that caught me in Fort Worth was they repped that orange crust, but to pay homage to their Shreveport roots, they also rep blue and gold is the main color in Fort Worth.
No, hey, cuz you cannot sit here right here and tell me that niggas that claim Hoover gangster, Hoover Cripz, period, wear some blue and gold. No, they ain't pop. No, y'all lying to me. Hey, see, now, this shit a prank or something? No, they gotta be a prank or something. Cause this shit don't right next to here. Hey, Zach, come here for a minute, Zach. No, you finna trip on some shit. No, I'm finna ask my nephew. Zach, out there in Fort Worth, Texas, the Hoovers, they say they pay homage to their hood. Know what they wear? He said they wear blue and gold. Cause
I think I heard that too.
I ain't heard.
I think I heard that too. Like,
but you can't do that out here. Niggas want Hoover wearing on blue and gold.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real.
You hear nephew
blue
right
and gold,
here.
Blue and gold, you 60.
That's 60.
You 60.
Thank you, cuz.
You know
there you go.
I mean,
there you go. Hey, I ain't got no disrespect to not. I got nigga for 6'0". But cuz you a motherfucker Hoover, cuz you ain't doing that shit, cuz. You ain't doing that.
Yeah, I don't know how that color go. I promise I heard it though. Like on the set, I heard it. I heard it like, you know, like.
He that next generation.
All I know,
and he hear that type of like shit.
Blue. You heard me? All I know is
orange and blue. That's who.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I ever know.
Period.
So we don't have a connection with the West Side Crip gang, West Side Vibe with the Crips. We don't have a connection with them because our homie was from Shreveport, Louisiana, you know, connected from another little homie, West 57th
What you mean? You think I'm finna
Big Bang, grooving in peace, you dig what I'm saying?
I'm finna be very, very specific. Big Bam, 5 Deuce, Kevin Bishop is my big bro. Nigga raised me in the set. Little Bam, Larry Winters, rest in peace. That's my homeboy. Low got killed out there, but the only specific reason why Little Bam was even in Shreveport, Louisiana, bro, because him and John was on the run.
Our uniform, you know, we have a Crip uniform, you understand? Raw blue and gold. That show respect to the West Side Vibe, the Super Gangster Crip. You dig what I'm saying? South Side Fort Worth, Texas. stand loyal to the royal. Blue and gold, King Crip crown from head to toe. That's how you going. That's the respect we show to the original vibe and to the gangster Crip. You understand? Out of West Side, South Central Los Angeles. So when you see the blue and gold, you understand, around these parts, that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. You understand? Yeah. Whatever colors, they rock, we rep, the orange, you understand? Yeah, we rep that orange crust, you dig what I'm saying? Yeah, we show our respect, you dig what I'm saying?
Gold is 60. Y'all see the last night?
Right.
What they walked up on? Blue and gold. What we had on?
Blue and orange. Right.
So that blue and gold shit, that's 60 colors. I don't know where they get that from.
Right. With that being said, like you were saying last night, so how was the relationship between the Hoovers and the 60s out here in Shreveport?
Oh, we beefs. We shot at each other every day, all day. Catch somebody going down the street, you better make it fast. If you come through here, you better make it fast.
Right.
If you don't, you get shot up.
Right.
Every day. Beat up, shot up, however we want to do it.
Right.
We did it.
When did it calm down to?
It came down like in 2000, in the early 2000s. From now in the 90s, we all out of high school now. We didn't grow up,
right?
So we still banging. So when it came down, it wasn't nothing but a handful of us. To be honest with you, right. You know what I'm saying? When everybody left, migrated to Houston, it wasn't nothing but a handful of us. And we made it a way for all y'all to wear this up here. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, you just couldn't just hang out and like we hanging out.
Right.
See, you might be in a shootout right now. They pass by, boom, 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 there you go. So like right now, we chilling, we good. We in the hood. So that's what it was.
Has it always been like the Hoovers were outnumbered too?
Well, yeah, like right now, we outnumbered like a motherfucker up here. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's divided. One street divided everything.
Right.
So over here is Hoover, over there is 60. So you know what I'm saying? That's spook right there, I think. But it was dangerous. It was dangerous. Right. It was dangerous.
No, for sure. Anything else that you would say was remarkable about this spot that you seen growing up as a kid that made you wanna?
Togetherness. This house here, we were together. You couldn't divide us for shit. Whatever went down, and we knew it. So you come around here playing if you want to. Like I said, this house, I'm gonna take you to stop at another house down the street. You know what I'm saying? Where all the action went.
Right.
Right.
I wanna just go ahead and ask, since we've already addressed the HGC situation. In Texas, there's some big grievances. You know what I'm saying? There's led to fights. I call it a war. You know what I'm saying? Solo, he kind of explains it differently. You know what I'm saying? Where it's differences, but strong differences. And when I say differences, I'm talking about between the HGCs and the ACGs. Do y'all have those same issues in Shreveport? And how do you feel about those? It's basically like Hoover on Hoover. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about them flexing with each other?
I hear, ain't no ACGs. We the only AGCs in Shreveport, period. Right. If you come from this land, talking about Hoover, you gonna have the gangster. You gonna have that gangster card. You gonna wear that gangster card. The ACG, I don't know where they come from. If you come from Cali, came from Cali, but it must skip to us. It didn't come from him.
Right.
No, we don't follow up on that.
No, we follow the gangster card.
We follow the gangster Cripz. That's always been right there with us. Yeah, it's always been like that with us and shit, cause we don't follow up on the ACG. Right here, this house right here, cuz I got initiated in that backyard right there, cuz. That's why my cripping started right here with my OG Sam, cuz. And we've been always AGC. We ain't never heard about the criminal, we ain't got nothing against them, whatever. But down here in Shreveport, the Hoover Gangster Crip for life down here, cuz that's always have been with us. Just not on the Cooper Road, everywhere we go to. Ain't number Hoover Gangster Crips out here.
Right.
Ain't no criminals or nothing.
Right, because like even the Hoovers from Houston have roots in Shreveport.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was at H-Town. I mean, we took it out there from right here, and we took it to Houston. Yeah, that's how Crip Hoover came to Houston, cuz OG Sam, we took it from here to H-Town, cuz.
What all cities did y'all take it to?
We did with the H-Town.
Okay.
With H-Town.
I know.
Sam them already breed up in California. They already breeded out there.
Okay.
But we just took it from here to H-Town. And that's Fort Worth and stuff. We ain't got nothing with Fort Worth. The homie from City Road though, they from HGC too, Hoover Gangster Crip. They took it to Fort Worth. However, they got flipped around when they out there, we don't know. We can't talk about that because we don't know. Right. But the base of what Cub came from City Road and shit, and that's how Hoover Gangster Crip went to Fort Worth at HGC.
Right.
But how they flipped it over and shit, we don't know about that though.
Right. Just because they pay like so much homage to Shreveport, you know what I'm saying? Like they give Shreveport its car.
Yeah.
Is there room? I know Percy was talking on the internet about like getting his Chuck's Lake stuff.